Hi, this is Joe Amazon. I'm putting out another video. It's been a while since I put out a video, but I decided to show my new planet tank with my neon tetras. I just put these guys in here. Actually, I just put about 12 of them in here the other day. I noticed that they got ick. So I'm using Kordon Ich Attack, since that's organic, natural for my planet tank. And as soon as I found the ick, as soon as I saw it, I put it in right away. So hopefully it won't take that long to get rid of it. But I just want to talk about neon tetras and my experiences with it, with these fish. I think it's really important when you pick these up to make sure you get a good batch, a batch that is not disease infected, neon tetra disease or whatever else that they might have. These fish go through a lot of stress getting shipped, and by the time they get in the local fish store, you know, who knows what's going on with them. So it's really important to get these fish from a respectable seller. And for me, I got these fish actually from PetSmart, because the PetSmart down my house is actually surprisingly pretty good, and people working there are really doing a good job with their tanks. So far so good. Another thing is acclimation. You know, different ways to acclimate. You can obviously do the drip method. I like to float the bags with these guys. I'll usually float the bag for like about an hour, and then each 5 minutes I'll put a little bit of the tank water that they're going to be going in. Every 5 to 10 minutes I'll put a little bit of that water and do it every, until an hour, and then I'll put them in a quarantine tank that I have set up. I'll probably leave them in there for about, I don't know, at least 2 weeks, just to make sure that they're good, just to make sure that they're healthy. You know, any type of issues I can take care of in that tank. I've learned from experience not to quarantine all my fish and not to put them in my main tank, because it's just not a good idea. You don't want to get your other fish sick, my healthy fish that are in here. So I quarantine them, and then parameters. These guys like acidic water. They like cold water. So right now my tank is at about 75 degrees, and my pH is about 7.2. Actually, this Eco-Complete is actually raising my pH a little bit. My pH would probably be a lot lower, to like 6.4 around. Normally with my bare bottom tanks it's usually around that, but this Eco-Complete is raising my pH a little bit. So it's right now about 7.2. It's stable at 7.2. It might go down a little more. So yeah, I mean, acidic water, cold water, water changes, of course, at least once a week. And another thing with these fish, I know a lot of people put them in with Discus and cichlids, dwarf cichlids and stuff like that, rams. For me personally, I've never had any good luck doing that. One time I put 18 of these guys in with my Discus tank, and within 2 weeks they were all gone. I mean, all eaten up as snacks. So I've learned that I just like to put them in as a species only tank, and that's it. I don't like to put any cichlids in here. I don't like them to be stressed out, because I've seen my Bolivian ram that I had in here before pick at them. And I've also seen, obviously, I had a red stripe earth eater in here, and he ate a couple. So no more dwarf cichlids. They're just too big, and I just rather keep them in healthy by themselves. And I think that's the best way to go for the most optimal conditions, with my parameters being correct, making sure that I acclimate them properly, make sure that I quarantine them, water changes, and that's pretty much about it. Thanks for watching.